this video, I'll be talking about writing research article, and my talk divided into three agenda. Let's say the content. The first one is the big picture of the article, and the second one is the steps how to write the article, and the third is how to structure each section in your article. Okay, let's move on to the first one. Now we are looking at the big picture of writing article. Here we need to keep in mind that it's academic writing, but I also want to point out that it's a research article, but of course you need to pay attention to your target article or the specific guidelines and template that you need to adjust in writing your own article. Why is that so? Because of course you have the purpose of the writing. Is it for the target journal, or is it for the conference, or is it for the grant? As well as the discipline. Of course, writing the research article for science will be different with writing research article for humanities. And also, where is the writing place? Is it for the publication or is it for proceedings? Of course, they will have different trends for each of them. Okay, and now we are moving on to the second agenda, the steps to write an article journal. Here, as you can see, I put it 12 steps in writing article journal. But of course, that could be longer than 12 weeks, and it could be shorter than 12 weeks. It depends on, I think, like if you have the experience, then you can tell. But here, 12 steps, that is divided into 12 weeks. I adapted these 12 steps from Wendy Flor-Belcher. So the book is entitled Writing Your Journal Article in 12 Weeks, A Guide to Academic Publishing Success. And I love this book. That's because it's really practical. It kind of gives you not only the template, but really tips and tricks in dealing with each week. Like, it's really well structured, I think, and well template and well explained. Even if you have encounter some obstacles, then this book will give you the tips and tricks how to deal with. So that's why I really love this book, and I adapted it into this presentation. The 12 weeks, the first one, designing your plan for writing, and then starting your article, advancing your argument, selecting a journal, reviewing the related literature, strengthening your structure, presenting your evidence, opening and concluding your article, giving and getting and using others' feedback, editing your sentences, wrapping up your article, and finally sending your article. Even after sending article, like we'll receive the feedback from the reviewer, and again we need to revise and work on revision and editing. But once again, this is me seeing this as practical steps in writing the article. Okay, now we are moving on to the last agenda, which is about how to structure writing the article by section. So here I divided into several sections. They are abstract, and then introduction, and then the review of the literature, and then method, results and discussion, or you may name it as findings and discussion, and then conclusion. Let's take a look at one by one. Here, the easy way to construct or to write each section by trying to answer the guiding questions to help the structure research articles. And I adapted this from Work, and again this is really helpful. As you can see, for the abstract, several questions that you may need to cover the background, what do we know about the topic, present research or purpose, why is the topic important, and the methods or theoretical framework, how was it done, results or findings, what was discovered, and the discussion, what do the findings mean. And then next section, it's an introduction. In introduction generally answers the following questions. You can use the answers to these questions to structure your introduction. It's really basic, I think, like what is the problem? Are there any existing solutions? So it's like in the literature, which solution is the best and what is the main limitation and so on. Okay, and then review of the literature. For this section, generally answers the following questions and generally in the following order. So it's not only the questions but also the order how to answer and structure the review of the literature. I don't think I need to read this one by one, but you can see it. And then methods. The method section should answer most of the following questions. See, most of them, it doesn't have to be all of them. Again, you need to check the guidelines and the templates of your target journal. And for the results, should answer the following questions. What did I find? This is a must. What did I not find? This is like for the future research. And what did I find that I was not expecting to find? For example, that contradicts my hypothesis. This is including the result. And then for the discussion, you should answer the following question and possibly again in the following order. Again, because these questions to structure of writing your article, that's why the way you answer it, also the way to structure of writing it. Okay, and then conclusion. In this section, it's not just a summary. Do not merely repeat what you said in the abstract and introduction, but you need to, only 1 or 2 paragraphs long. It's typically incorporate one or more of the following. See, incorporates one or more of the following. It doesn't have to be all. As long as you can conclude, then that will be fine. Then, like here, a very brief revisit of the most important findings, a final judgment, an indication of the limitations of your study, and then suggestions for improvement, recommendation for future work, and recommendation for policy changes if there is. Okay, and these are the references that I relate to for this presentation. I hope you can take away some useful information and good luck for your writing.